Hey guys, welcome back. I don't know what the title of this video is going to be, but it has to do with this previous video I did about how the stock market's rat tail. This previous video I did, I still love the video, to be honest, because it's extremely relevant to how long-term investors think. And how they think, it's all about the next leg up when it comes to a company. Why is that? Well, if you didn't watch my previous video on the stock market's rat tail, it all has to do with how if you look at a long-term stock chart, it's really flat and then it goes up and exponentially up. Now, there's tons of holders in that rat tail in the flat part of that stock chart. And what is that from? It's from dividends and stock splits and buybacks. That is what being in the rat tail is all about at the end of the day. When you get these dividends and stock splits, your cost basis goes lower and lower and lower, all the way down the rat's tail. And so when you're at the bottom, where the price is, between, $0 and $5 or $10 a share, you're sitting there at 10 bucks a share while the stock is trading up in the hundreds or 200s, 300s, whatever it is. And so most investors do not care about this volatility that we are seeing. Sure, do they feel it? Yeah. I mean, they're upset that maybe they lost on paper, a couple thousand, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars. Sure, they care a little bit, but what they're waiting for is the next leg up. They don't care about this little volatility that's going on. They're waiting for the next leg up because that is how the market works. It's exponential. It's growth, year over year over year. Most investors, that is what they're looking for, is the big returns, okay? And they're going to stay with the markets. They're not going to sell out. Long-term investors do not sell out due to this volatility. Because guess what? There's a dividend right around the corner. Every quarter, there's a dividend for most stocks out there. And if there's not, growth stocks, they're looking for that next leg up to where, they're going to get the massive returns. But if you're a dividend investor, the beautiful part about these downturns that we're having right now is every dividend you get is going to buy you that many more shares. Okay, you're going to have a more concentrated position, and guess what? You're going to slide down the rat tail. You're going to get down the rat tail, and your cost basis is going to go lower and lower and lower. And you're going to be compounding your wealth even quicker when we have these downturns in the market. So hey, guess what? Donald Trump jacked the tariffs up even more, because I can tell you right now is that these companies will weather the storm. They always do, every time, as long as you're invested in quality companies that can position themselves quickly and adapt. That is what it's all about when it comes to investing. You better be investing in companies that have agility, that have youth, that can position themselves to deal with these economic, global, political factors, okay? Geopolitics. So as long as you're invested in companies who can handle that, you will win. And so, yeah, that's what I want to convey in this video, is be part of the rat tail. Continue to invest in these downturns because you will gain more and more share of every company that you do so with. And you will slide down the rat tail, and you will not care about this volatility because you're long term. You've got 5 to 10 years ahead of you. You're not short term. You don't care about the current quarter. Who cares? Honestly, most of it is just algorithms that are selling this market. It's algorithms that sell to the smart money. All right, these algorithms that are big institutional companies, banks, funds, whatever, they're just selling out of news. It's ridiculous, honestly. Like, I don't understand why they're selling all this market, but good for them. They're going to sell to you, who's the smart investor who's sliding down the rat tail. Congratulations. You're beating out the silly computer systems that were designed from, 10, 20, 30 years ago. Those days are over. You should be, every one of these companies, these institutions should be buying every single share they can get their hands on of these quality companies, the Mag 7, et cetera, et cetera. These companies are the most efficient things on the planet. They are fast, they are nimble, and they will beat out any geopolitical risk there is. So in my opinion, it's a huge mistake to be selling these names. And I see people on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever, doesn't matter. They're all saying sell. I saw a guy who I went to college with saying, hey, sell your entire portfolio. Are you kidding me? That is what people are saying? Sell your entire portfolio? When we're on the cusp of the most intense, dramatic technology we have ever seen as human beings on this planet. And people are selling their entire portfolios. I mean, if you're invested in a fund that has an algorithm that is selling your position, oh man, you need to talk to that fund manager, man, because they are just not getting it. They're not getting it. What is happening? These companies are not investing billions and billions and billions of dollars on chips for no reason. All right? This whole trade war is a joke. You understand that, right? Like, eventually it will get settled. And if you miss out on these moves, you will be sorely sad. All right? So stick with your position, slide down the rat tail, and win. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I know it's a little bit of a rant today, but I was fired up, man. Fired up about my rat tail story and the stock market. You're crazy to be selling into this market. So anyways, let me know in the comments below what you guys think. And yeah, you guys have a great day. Take a look at my previous video. Thanks. Bye.